So I'm down here in Costa Mesa, and I've basically given up on LinkedIn. I just don't even give a fuck anymore. But I mean, I've got a wonderful team. They're working hard. You can see that. I got blue skies, which my vitamin D level is just off. Waking up every morning, fantastic. Need the vitamin D. MXP needs the vitamin D. But there's a book called The Rare Find. Okay, and this is for all you. And I don't care, dude. The reason you're good at programming is you don't understand people. You understand people patterns, right? You know, and I have to talk to one more introvert posing as an extrovert. I'm an extrovert who never poses as an introvert. I'm buzzword compliant. I'm a slow learner. I don't really care. Uh, Expert on very few things, other than picking the wrong women in my life. And I know a lot about the Grateful Dead. I know a lot about Yorkies, especially female ones. But I'm writing this post right now, which no one will fucking read. Who gives a shit, right? It's LinkedIn. But basically, I'll just read it. After speaking to so many hiring managers in the last year, most of which there is no way to help on the way. If this was a sales team right now, this is the person who won't make a call. You got some eye boogies too. You got eye boogies. Sweet little Chloe. Boop, boop, boop. She's the newbie on the team, like in Boiler Room. There's no way to help. As one of MXP's old mentors used to say, you can't put an old head on young shoulders. But it's so obvious that these people who are hiring do not know what they're doing. And it's amazing that VCs give money to entrepreneurs and don't even ask them if they know how to hire. Now, granted, I get the AIs are all coming and blah, blah, blah. We're going to be a lot less hiring. But that even makes that you're doing less hires even more fucking crucial. The VCs don't even ask them if they know how to hire. Not have a hiring process, but do you know how to identify and attract talent, onboard talent, and retain talent? All of which is done in the first interview. It's not done after once they start. You gotta set those guidelines, right? It's like the contract in 50 Shades of Grey. You got to get that thing set up in the beginning. So here's some free consulting to people you should pick if you're serious about pulling off a meaningful company, which I'm going to put a bunch of people in there. Mel Rays, Chris Hessler, Matt Mullen, all those folks. But the book's called The Rare Find, How Great Talent Stands Out and How You're Missing It. I read it years ago, and I didn't even need to read it because I could already do it. But talent knows talent, game knows game. So this is going to be the new TikTok channel. So tired of social media. So I'm not doing social media, right? All I'm doing is MXB TV. Facts and theories. We're in the trust tree. And does anyone know what's going on? I have no idea what's going on. Right? Do you know what's going on? I don't know what's going on. And I'm pretty good at figuring out what's going on. And even I don't know what's going on. I know one thing. I have one theory that's going on because MXP has no opinions. I have a theory that the framework of Shield Diamond Love is going to go up exponentially in value because everything's going to get harder. As we go up the mountain, as I have always said, you got to leave a lot of people at the plateaus, but there's a lot of people who want to keep going up the mountain. Well, guess what? I grew up on top of the mountain. Right? I'm like a Kenyan who comes to like the Boston Marathon and runs at like sea level. So it's going to be interesting to see how people deal with the air getting thinner. If you listen to Ray Dalio right now, Ray's not a stupid guy, right? And it's all coming. Climate change, external stability, international stability, right? Money issue, debt issue, blah, 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 right? The perfect storm calamity that will give us like an F5 lifestyle to live through moving forward. And everyone's going to have to live through it too, right? Because, unless you're in the 1%, you're gonna need like serious security no matter what. That's gonna be very hard to pay off. And for everyone else who doesn't have cash, they're just gonna start robbing people, in my opinion. But the show will go on. We'll see what happens. The good news is the team is obviously very stressed out about it. Very hard for them to relax on any given day. So that's where we're at. MXB TV.